Welcome back. We go on. So today we will make some little things. We see here is a part where the door slides on them. And that means we have to build it there, and it should be some half rounded. But I show you that. So we take here add mesh an UV sphere 32 is okay in a moment. Then we go edit mode, we take background selection, we take box selection, I must think short, yeah, we delete the right side and box selection the down part. And then we delete the back side there. Moment where we are. Lost it. Where is it? There. Okay. So we delete the backside. So box selection and get here the backside delete. So we have only that front part. This one must be gone. So and that we make longer, and the end should be the same like that. So we can A to select all, Shift D, bring it down there, and we take there a mirror. Yeah, there is a mirror, interactive. Yes. Then we can connect that part with that part, and that is F3, and then type in how it is called, bridge edge loops. Yeah, bridge edge loops. Then we close that, so we scale it now smaller and bring it there where the door is, and it should go somewhere like there, I think. There, yeah, maybe there where the roundness begins there. Where the roundness begins, so that was there. Good, we go edit mode, then B box selection, we get this whole stuff. Make it a little bit smaller, I think, something like that, and bring that down. Oops. Grab X there. Good. We can place it there into. We make the backside extrude, so we can place it better into the object. So grab Y. So the should have a shade smooth. We see here the shading errors and the turned axis. So we have to edit mode, A to select all, mesh, normals, recalculate normals, that all faces look outward. Then we take here the green material, so green, rough, is, so, and it must be much more into, I think, such like there later. We must do many things before we can make that for the end. Good, but who cares? So then we see down here is a long part where the slides on. I must look, we have another picture. Yeah, it is here on that, and here you see the other part there. Sure, how we make that? I think we can make the simple. There we don't see. Okay, we take their cube simply. It must be there. Add mesh cube, scale down to that size maybe, and scale X. So we have that. A little bit shorter. So we make that grab X. And we make here a loop in, Control R, and this one should be leaned a little bit. So we take that here and plug them there, and then we can take the whole back side and make them longer so that we can plug them better into. That means we can take here this back side and bring them more back. So we have that down part 2. Yes, we can bevel that for sure. That one, that one, that one. Control B. Yeah, not so good as I thought. Then we let it like it is, no problem. Then we give them simply the green. We can object apply the rotation scale and try them to bevel the front. Control B. And it's done. Control B. So that is good. The downside I don't make, so object shade smooth. We see here it gets darker than the other, but that is normally because we have here the shading effect on straight lines. That means that here must be shaded flat, and this top face also, and this top face too. Faces shade flat, and the back face also. Face shade flat. Good. We have done that too. File, save. Then we see, yeah, the back part there. It will be a little bit crazy, but then we have the back wing here, and as you see, we have here the place for that, but we don't have this part that comes out there. So that means when we take here our back part, that is that one, and now we must look only in which direction that is, with the small parts behind. Okay, small parts behind. That means rotate Z minus 90, and then rotate Z 180. So done. We grab it there, and top view, bring it in the middle. So such like that. From the size, a little bit big, I think, but I must see it. Oh, it is big, but not that big. So we scale that simply a little bit down. So, and as we saw there, we must plug here a part out. So that here comes there. So we get in the edit mode of our Heli, Control R, make the loop in, and go here with another loop out. Control R, make here one. Then we get these two words there, and extrude them till that point. I must look short, goes to there and then straight up, and it is leaned a little bit up. Let's look. Yeah, a little bit leaned up and we up by. Okay. That means we can go here in the float, so that it floats with that form there. Then we can take here a loop to sharpen that edge, and Control R another loop to sharpen up that edges. That we bring away a little. So then we have that, but we want to have steps here into. So Control R, we make another loop in, bring it there, and we get out there, extrude, and bring it only till that point maybe. But then we need here another loop, and close that with F. So now we must sharpen up that all, so Control R, make the loops in to sharpen the whole stuff there. Good. So that looks better. Good. Then File, Save. We see these little things there that come out there. I think we can do that simple. Add mesh and cylinder, button 6 counted. Scale down. That should be a bottom plate where that thing stands on. So scale Z. Oh, I must turn it back to German. Scale Z. So then we go in the edit mode and take here face selection, extrude scale, make here a little one of that, and place them with a little back. So we take here this back word and bring it there. Then we get that face out. So we extrude them up, extrude upward, and lean it. Grab X and scale them there. Then we rotate Y to bring it to that point, and extrude again and bring it there, and scale that down to a tip. So that is our mesh, and that is okay. It's far away, so shades move and nobody sees later what for simple object that is. You can make there some loops in to shade there better, but it's not necessary. Yeah. I think that here is too high, so we can take that and plug them deeper. So that looks better. It is the same green as before, so green, done. Good. We grab it to the helicopter, top view, and set it there. Good. File, save. Then this mystery thing there. Don't know, we see it somewhere better. Yeah, there. That looks more delicious like the other. Yeah. How will you build such? No, we tried. Add mesh cube. Scale down. Then we take there directly a modifier, the subdiv modifier, and then a level 2, and we bring here a little bit more sharp parts in. But before we do that, we get here part out, so Control R, make a loop, get there, and bring here a part out. So we take that here and extrude to the X. So then that should come here more out. So we extrude and bring it to the Y. So, and then we need here a round part that goes down. So we take that here and that and extrude that down. Bring them back. So here backboard, and now we must make there a hole in. So I make here another loop, and that one here should be more there. Yeah, and then we open up the back. That means we take here edge selection and delete this edge and the back edge too, and then we have the hole into. Now we have to close that parts, but singular, F to close, that one F to close, and that one F to close. So far so good. We need to sharpen up here this one and that one. Then that here, but we don't want to bring that here other way than the middle, so we take it in the middle. We can take those and bring them a little bit more there, that we have such like symmetry in it. And here that one we can bring higher, that we round up the better. And all in all, we make here at the back Control R to sharpen that up. And that's it. We shade there smooth. Yeah, and we have that thing there. Oh, it comes out there and it's round. That means we have to bring that here out. Extrude. So now we have it. That's round. There comes that. That is this one, but that is a little bit too sharp, I think. I must look what we got there for a shit. That is not okay. That is okay. So we got that. Then should be the others on the same place. So, but these should be more there. And that here should be more round, and we only get it more round when we take the front and scale them down. And it is more round. good. We don't spend too much time with it. So we let it like it is and grab it there. Top view, position it, and give them the color that it should have. Yeah, a little bit big maybe. We must look at later how that correctly looks and where it is. But we can give them the color green. So, the green roof. We have that. Good. Then, file, save. You see that here should be round for the complete thickness, and here it is a smaller round part than there. So that means we have to bring that here out, that, and extrude in the Y direction, but not completely, and then extrude them upward, and then extrude till the Y complete and higher. So that rounds up that whole part, and then you see it goes then over in here, and that looks good. You can make it here a little bit fatter and here a little bit bigger too. That is too small, so we can take here that part and put them more to the side, so that gets bigger there. And here it should be bigger too, so I'll make it there bigger. So that is that part. Now we want to have here the round effect too, but bigger. So we go here and extrude, bring it till the X and till the Y. And then extrude till the Y. So we have that. That's not round enough. Because of that, we must look here. That is too spiky. So we must go back with that. But with both of them. So Control Z, and we need this here too. Where is it? I don't. Oh, here's doubled. Oh, yeah, that's double ones. I hate double ones. So better I delete them and make them new. That's better than the shit. Yes. So we take them both and extrude them. What happens? Nothing. Don't like it. Then we make it here. Extrude. Bring it there. But not incomplete. We have that here too. But I can't mark that. I can't select that. What is that for shit? So. Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know. So we have that. We should close that whole stuff there. So that means we need there more words, and that means we have to subdivide that. Get here a vertex, and F3 get here a vertex slide. Vertex slide, and then we can slide up here till the point we need and click, and then it's okay. F to close. So that looks awful, but who cares? Yeah. That one must be near to the other, so more like that. then we can close that part with F and the big part with F2. So now it is round like it should. That is good. We can bring that here more out, then it gets a little bit more round. See there. And that is okay. Good. We have to close up from here till there. Yeah, there are two options to make that. We can take here simply extrude that outward, so we get there into, but then we must also close that part here, so we extrude that forward and then close this stuff with F, and then that goes from one to the other side. We can go here more in, that we hide that rest there, or bring them more out like you would. Good. But that is not like I want it. I delete them. So that normally should be good, but he tries to round up that, and that one here is from that part there. That is not good as it is here. I hate it really. Extrude there, extrude there. And then we have to close that here with F and that one with F. And then we have great shit. Yeah, wonderful. Such a little thing, but that makes the biggest chaos. I dissolve that whole part. X dissolve edges. Then I dissolve that also. Dissolve vertice. Dissolve vertice. So now we have only to close again the parts. This part should be that part here. Wow, never seen such. I better go back. I go back as often as I can. Good. That is the last point we have. I bring that here away. I must see what's going up there. So that is the fact what we have. And the fact is that it must combine with them. At first we should have here, this one should be close to them. So we take that one and extrude that forward. Then we close this part there with F. We take that whole part and bring that more down, that it is in float. So, and now we want to bring it more there. So we delete what we don't need, and we can try when we have here another loop. So Control R, make here a loop in, then we close that stuff there. So then we can close that. We can try to extrude that into. Yeah, how we make that? I try to extrude that here down and close that part. But how to close that here? That is the question of all the questions. And we try to close that. That makes no sense there. So I must look how we can make that when we make here another loop in. I tried simply. Or I make a subdivide there. Edge, subdivide, words, and we close that one. Yeah, that looks better. Not perfect, but better. I think then we can bring them more back. Better we make here a loop in and make here a slide, or we merge them to that point. So vertex merge at last. So we close that there. Then we don't need that one, so we can dissolve the word. So we have that. Grabbing. Yes. That works. I take here n, increase to 1, so that sharpens up the edges there. But it looks mystery. That here must all go a little bit in, I think. And one is too much, I think. So I dissolve that. So better but not good. Why he did that? That is the question. I delete them. Now we have a hole there. And when we close that, then we have something there, whatever it is, but it is there. I must make it other. We should close it like it is in real. So that one's is closed. That is a triangle that can't work. So we have to make here a second part. So we take edge, subdivide, vertex, then we delete that edge there, and close that one with F, and that one with F. Done. So here that should be on the same height. So it's like that, and that one too. So we have that form. That looks much better. Here it's really hard. We can bring it a little bit down, I think, but that makes it not much better. Now it makes it harder. think it's that loop here that makes that sharp. So I X dissolve this edge, and then it should be rounder, and it is rounder. Here we have the problem that it isn't looped, so we can make their loop and then cut there through from there till there, spacebar. Good. For me that looks good at the moment. We have to close the whole backside, so we can select here the whole loop. That too. That, and these two guys, and extrude them till there, so we can close that. Good. So the backside is now closed too, but not that one here. So we have to close that. But we see that is one part higher than the other. So we extrude that to a point there, and then we close that with F and that face with F2. So, good ones. Can make it here smaller if we want. With proportional editing, grab Y. Then we have it smaller. At the top, I think at the back wing, it should be much nearer, and for sure it must be closed. So have to close. Then we have that there. Good. That was a very long way, and not the best way. I see that, but sometimes it is like it is. A minute is a hour, and a hour the rest. You know what I mean. Good. But now it is okay. That is the important thing. So, and here it needs the same thing like here from this part. So we can take that, Shift D, place it there, but make it shorter then, such like that. Disable proportional, and then we have that part too. Okay. So that is closed. File, save as Haley 16. So save. Good. I must look here that all looks not good. And I must find out what's going up here. So that one can be dissolved, dissolve edges. Then that one can dissolve too. And then we make that part with mean grease. So we take that both and N panel mean grease. Maybe we must take that here with us. But we see it when we have thickness, then we see it. Without thickness we see nothing. So good. That means when we take there solidify, then it will appear. Yeah. But we need here the normals should be recalculated outside. That makes it much better. It is now big, and yeah, that part must be sharpened up more. So we must test what needs to be active to sharpen that up. Yeah, that was it. The whole part there must be increased. Yeah, increased. Yeah, good. We have that a little bit too thick here, so we can make them smaller, but we don't need it in the moment, so we'll add it in the moment like it is. Good. Let's have a look what is here. That isn't really round, and it is too near by that originals. So that means top view. It should be more leaned. That here should come in also more. So then that here must be on the same height. That means this word has to be there and that word more there. So that ones have to be more there, and that is the problem when you need the loops for sharpen the edges. You ever have the problem that it is not correct then at the end. So better is when we dissolve them completely and make that all with bevel white, with mean crease. So I will try it. X, dissolve edges, X, dissolve edges. Now we get here all away what is for sharpening edges. X, dissolve edges, and here also. I disable background selection, then we see better. That is for sharpening. X, dissolve edges, here the same. Good. That here isn't needed. So we have that. Here this one we don't need two. And that one here also. Here's a word. X, dissolve words. What happens there? I must plug that away that I see some. This here isn't needed, so that one can be deleted. X, delete word, and here that can we dissolve. So dissolve vertices. Good. That here is to sharpen up, so we can dissolve that edge too. And we close that here with F. So now you see it sharpens here not up. That we can handle now with the mean grease. And as I said before, that only works when it has a thickness. So when you take here solidify and then play around there, then you will see that it sharpens up anytime. Don't know when, but sometimes that should work. Yeah, now it does what it should. And we can handle now how round that should be. When we don't make the mean crease full, then we have here light round edges, and that is what we search for. Good. The solidify, yeah, that's all we need later. And with the with a better subdivision, we can make that more round than it is now. Good. I must plug that here away to see what's going up here. That must be at the same height. That means this whole part here has to be on the same height. So scale Z0. Good. then this whole part should be at the same height. So scale C0. Good. That here was to sharpen up, so we dissolve that. And then we make here the same with the other one. We dissolve that part. So we have that. We must test out what we must select with us to get that controlled, and that is it. Good. But we have, when we bring that away, then we see here, we have here this edge that sharpens up. We can dissolve them. We can dissolve that here too. And then that is left, but better than before. Here is the same. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. That here isn't unneeded too. And that here normally also. But I go one back. We can take that later for banding. That is okay. And we should have here the same word count from that one. Good. That here isn't needed, so we can take it to set the round. Okay. Good. We have to sharpen up that here. But before we do that, we take here this loop, but not that one. Only from here till there, and bring that a little bit more here, that it gets more in float. So that is better. That can be a little bit down, that it is in float too. So what we have there next, that can be then also a little more in float, so like that maybe. Good. So that we have a little flow in it. Good. We must later look that we get the whole part a little bit smaller at the front. Here we take an edge slide, that's double G. Then you can slide there. Good. We see here that is too deep into, so we must get them out. Yes. Good. That is good. That one. And that one can be a little bit more there. So that makes sense. Good. But here is something wrong. I think it is that one here. That makes it looks crazy. I must look a little bit better. That what I think is that the whole part here must go more there. So that means this whole stuff should come more to the Y. And then it should be float a little, so such like that maybe. They must come out a little bit more. That too, so that it rounds good up. Yeah, we have to make here that is too flat or round or such. I think it is this one that controls that. Yeah. But it is flat at the down part, so you can't tweak this so much. Without destroying it completely. So that one's okay. So I think now that looks a little better. There is much to do, but it is better all in all, and it works with the solidify that is important. So, and to close, F to select, save. Then to get here a good result for the doors, we have made that, but I spoken with an with my master where I learn rendering, and he say I should use here the same one, and that means I close that simply, and then I bring them out. Normally I won't do that every time, but I thought it can be so, but it isn't so. Good. We can close that with F3. What's that? F3, and that was this bridge edge loops. So he closed that. We see we come here not completely right, so better here, and then close that here too, and the top part also, this part here, have to close. Then we take here the faces from there till there, so, and Shift D, make a copy and bring it out. So we have automatically the same roundness like that is, so it fits later perfectly. Then we delete here this part, it should be open, so delete the edges, and it is now open up. We must now here plug this window stuff in there. So we need here 2 loops on each side, so such like that, but they should be bigger for sure. So we bring them there, and that one there, and I think that can work. When we take this one away and this one away, X, delete edges, so we have windows, but a little bit too small. So we can try to slide that here down. So F3, we need an edge slide, and try to bring it more down. But then we edit the topology that I don't want, so I open up this here, X, delete edges, that's better. So we have to use here also this mean grease, so we have to take them both and get the mean grease up too, and maybe we need this here to sharpen that stuff. Increase 1. Yeah. Now it is closed. When we want to have it sharper, then we can use here an edge split that makes it real sharp, but we are not there, so in a moment we let it like that. Good, we need now the class inside, class inside is the same thing. We close that here again. So, and bridge that, bridge edge loop. Then we get that here and bridge that too. Then we get both and Shift D, double them, and bring them out. Then we can delete here the edges, and we have here the windows. And as I said before, windows must have thickness. Without thickness there is nothing. So for that I will take them both and separate them. So I hit P, separate the selection. Now it is a singular mesh, and now I can apply here the solidify. We need here the mirror modifier we need, subdivision we need, so I take them simply completely and extrude them simply out. So that is that. We must now get there all parts and increase them. So we have that. Here we need no solidify because we have made self our solidify. So we can now say here object set origin to geometry, but then we must disable the mirror, and then we can plug them into. It is that rounded because he tries to subdivide that. That means when we take here loops to sharpen up that will happen, that it gets better. And we can say here he shouldn't make that hard increase, so we get here back to 0 as such. That makes it a little bit better. And we for sure can take here the edge split too, and we have simple classes into. Good. That was that part. The same we must do with the door and these other ones. And to close, file, save. What we have else? Yeah, we see here round mystery cylinders. Nobody knows what it is, but who cares? We made them. Object, add mesh cylinder. I think 12 is okay. Scale down. Rotate Y 90 degrees. And I think they have a bigger end than the front, so scale X. Then we take here a loop in, take that one and scale that a little down, and then we extrude again like that, and that's it. We give them a shade smooth, and must look, it is closed. Yeah, it is closed. We have here a shading error, so we shade that flat, and then that is good. Good. That comes into the plane that nobody sees that. That is the smaller one. Shift D, and here we make a bigger one, and to see their difference, make it smaller there. Good. That can have the green material, so plus green. And that here too. Green. Rough. Good. This both comes to the fin. So plug it there. Top view. bring it to the helicopter. There. And now we have them there. We only must plug them into. Make them a little bit smaller. Then we get that one there, and the other one should come out more. So, and bring that. Well, what we have there. Another problem. Use what we do now. We jump out of the helicopter. Yeah, better sometimes. Better than planning. So, we have that one. What that here is, nobody knows it. We simply take it and recalculate the normals again. Doesn't help. We look at the modifier. Maybe the add split makes it. No. Maybe the solidify makes it. Yeah, the solidify worked. Good. Now it's normal. Good. So we have that file save. Then what we need else is there is a light on the back fin, and it is a silver red ones with a little thing that comes out here. So add mesh cylinder, scale down, then we take it in front, we get here the top line and scale down, bring down, switch like that, then we extrude again, bring it up, and I think that is a round end what's up there, so we'll let that like it is. Then we have here 12 counted, I think. 12, yes. We need now an UV sphere here. Add mesh UV sphere. 32 is a little bit much, but okay, who cares? So then we delete the down part, bit background selection, box selection, and delete it. Then we can take the down part and extrude it downward. So that is the red light that comes here onto. We can shade smooth, and here also. Good. Here we must take our loops to get the shading arrows gone. Then the down part must be green, then here comes silver, and that is red. So we first join that together, object join. Then we take here our materials, say we need the green one. Green. Then we need plus the silver. Burn silver, silver rough. So, and plus we need the red. That's the red lamp. Good. So that means that one must be silver. That. That. And the top part, silver rough. Good. Then there comes the red one. So L, red lamp sign. We take here the node editor, that is the node editor. I delete that and take here add a glass shader, glass shader, plug them onto, give them a red color. You see it here in the preview. and give them roughness, such like that. That is good. When the light falls through that later, that will look very good. Good. We can make here Control R another loop and get the middle line, extrude scale. Then we can give here a little touch of that. Also we can take the middle part and extrude scale and then extrude down. That gives them also a little deeper looking part. That one must not be round, so we can shade them flat. Then we have a problem less. Good. That's it. I think that one a little bit long maybe. So we can take here all with the box selection and bring that more down, such like that. Good. We have that. Bring that to the helicopter, grab and top view, grab. Shift C, Alt G, set all in the middle. Then should the objects appear there. So we not must bring them from there to there and from there to there. That is nervy. So that is this lamp shit. Plug them there too. Okay. I must look with the size all later. That is the special part later. We have done that here. So with other we can plug them into, and the windows we can bring there too. Good. We have that one. Good. Here we must take this increase again. So that, and maybe that I must check that. And increase. It works. Good. So we have that too. That we don't need to increase, so we take that here and bring that to 0. Good. That is okay. File, save. Bring that here down. Then we have here a spike fawn at the start. I have there a photo that shows that better. But where is it? There is a fawn. There, yeah. With spikes there. You should look that we built such. And here it is. Mystery things too for the front and the bombs. Oh yeah, we made a bomb. I like it. So we make a bomb. Then how we do that? We look like it looks like a big whale. Okay, so add mesh UV sphere 32 is okay. Scale down. Then we delete the backside, so word selection with background selection, box selection, and delete it. So, moment. Let's open the window. Good. It must be more at the front, more round. Yeah, the tip. So we get here proportional. But before we do that, we make a copy, Shift D for the backside. Then we grab X. Then we can select how round it should be at the front, and that is that one. Then this here, rotate Z 180 degrees. Is that 180? Don't think so. Control Z to go back. Rotate Z 180. Now it is. And we see that is much more spiky, so grab X. Yeah, that is a maximum. Should think about that. Yeah, we have no other choice to get that. No. Good, we must let it like it is, scale that down and bring them both together. So we can object join them. Then we take that to our stuff here, that we can bring them on the same height. So that is here line up and there. So we can take that one and scale them till the same size, such like that. Then we can close up that with F3 bridge edge loop, and we have the bump. So we can make them a little bit smaller, such like that. That's it. Object shade smooth. We can give them a special black, and here comes this wing on too. So add mesh cube, scale down, scale Z, scale X, bring that in front, that in front. Then we need here 2 loops. Control R, make the 2 loops. Then we get here these edges and bring them back. So we have that back wing there. In the middle, a little bit into, and it should be bigger, such like that maybe. Okay. Yeah, normally that must be longer. I don't like that. Really not. I try some B book selection. Delete this whole stuff. Get here a circle. Add mesh circle 32. That is okay. Scale down. Rotate Y 90 degrees. Rotate Z 90 degrees. And scale down. Then edit mode, extrude, go there, scale up. Then Control R make here loop, and then we can bevel, Control B, and then bring the little round stuff in. That looks like the picture there. Think such like that. Then the tip we can extrude, scale down, extrude, scale down, extrude, scale down. Then we have the round front. So that looks more like it should. We join them together. Where is the join? There. Good. Then we measure again that it is the same size, so that one needs to be scaled up like that, and then bridge it. F3 bridge, and shade smooth. There we must take mesh normals outside. Good. Then we have that. A little bit too long, I think. So we can take this whole stuff and scale X, such like that, or more. Yeah, I think we can let that. So that we can join also. But a little bit deeper should be. There. There. Object, join. Thanks. That can be beveled. Control B. Good. And the down part also. Control B. Good. Shade smooth again. And you give them a black bomb rough. So give them a black and strong roughness. And later we will give them more dirt and such, but not yet. Good. We have this one. Can be feather all in all. Such like that. That's it. Okay. Grab it to the Haley. Done. Good. Rotate set 180 degrees. And scale down. Good. Think we're done enough for today. I moved that here with M to the rest collection. That here also M moved to the rest collection. Done. Good. File, save. We see us then next tutorial. Thanks a lot. Bye.